What is up, you guys? Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Today, I wanted to talk to you guys about the Joker origin movie. Now, I talked about this a little bit on my previous video about my Comic-Con wish list, but I wanted to get a little more in depth about how I feel and what I know about the Joker origin movie. Now, this is just off the top of my head, and I'm just going to talk about the things that I know about this movie and how it could kind of affect how the movie comes out as an end product. So I did a little bit of research before I actually made this video, and I found out that supposedly this movie is not going to be in the DCEU, and it's actually going to be a separate series of films that they're trying to launch that's called DC Black or something like that. I guess it's sort of similar to, like, I would say like Marvel and their Netflix shows, which is like they're part of the MCU, but they're kind of not, because you don't really see them, interact with like the Avengers, Daredevil and Luke Cage and all them. You don't see them interact with the Avengers and characters like that. So I think they're going to be like a separate little like universe that they have, but like they exist in the same universe, if that makes sense. Another thing is that this movie supposedly is supposed to be a very personal, very small scale movie that just features the Joker and his origin story, and a lot of inspiration was pulled from The Killing Joke, written by Alan Moore. And if you guys haven't if you guys haven't read this, and if you guys don't want to read it, I recommend that you watch the animated movie that they made from this graphic novel. It is amazing, guys. You need to watch it. It's really good. Now, this movie is supposed to have a very small budget of $55 million, which is very relatively small compared to other DCEU movies or even superhero movies in general. Like most movies are like 200 million nowadays to produce. But the thing is that this movie is not very heavy on CGI, and they're very practical effects, very simple makeup, stuff like that. But one of the interesting things that I heard about this movie is that it's going to have Thomas Wayne in the movie. Thomas Wayne, yes, Bruce Wayne's father. And I don't know how that's going to play. I don't know if he's going to run into the Joker, because how old is the Joker? Because I believe Thomas Wayne died when Bruce Wayne was a kid, and apparently, like, in alternate universe, I'm not exactly sure on my information here, but in alternate universe, I believe in the Flashpoint paradox that Thomas Wayne was the Batman at one point. Now, I'm not sure if my information is completely correct, but it's something like that. But nonetheless, the fact that Thomas Wayne is going to be in the movie kind of interests me in, like, how can that play out? Is it going to be Joker versus Thomas Wayne? Is he just going to have a little cameo? Is he going to be a big character in the movie? Now, these are all questions that are left in the air and things that we wonder as comic book fans, you know what I mean? So, like, it's one of those things where we're just kind of like speculating at this point. There's small details that they released here and there, but another interesting thing to me is that the director is going to be Todd Phillips. Now, Todd Phillips has made movies like the Hangover trilogy, things like Old School, very raunchy comedies, and for them to really take a raunchy comedy director or a comedy director and to really put them on a darker movie, I'm not very skeptical about it, because I've seen it. Like, people like Jordan Peele have made a Get Out, and people like John Krasinski have made a movie like A Quiet Place, and those movies are very successful, very, very good. And I'm not really worried about the director too much, because I rather than bring in a director that has made a movie before rather than bringing in someone that just never made a movie before, because I rather them take a chance with somebody that's relatively okay at making movies. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. You guys get what I mean. Now, that's pretty much all the information that we know about the movie so far. We know that it's probably gonna have an R rating, considering that it's a Joker and it's gonna be very dark. And the recent success of Logan and Deadpool, movies like that, it proves that these superhero movies or comic book movies could be rated R and be very successful. So for them to do that, it wouldn't be too far of a stretch. I think as long as they focus on a movie that's just good, and they make a good movie based on information we already know, and not really try to like change up the Joker too much and try to add too much to his origin story, I think it'll be okay. We don't want a name for the Joker. We don't want to know where he was raised. We don't want to know stuff like that, because we just know what we know, and that's what makes the character so unique. You know what I mean? A villain that you don't know much about is, it's interesting. It makes it very unique to a character, and I wish they leave it like that. But you never know. They might just I don't know. We don't know what's gonna happen. All right, we don't know. But this movie's supposedly supposed to release next year, 2019, late 2019, after Shazam and Wonder Woman 84, which is a sequel to Wonder Woman, if you guys didn't know that. And I don't know. I guess I'll just leave it there. I want to know what you guys think about this Origins movie. Do you guys really want to see this? Do you guys really want to see what this movie is gonna be like? Are you guys interested? I'm interested just to see. I mean, it's the Joker, you know. It's one of those characters that is just like you have to watch it, you know, even if it's bad, like Jared Leto's. I just you have to watch it, you know, because it's such an iconic character. It's similar to like Bruce Wayne, you know. It's just like when you see the Batman, you have to watch. Just like when you see the Joker, it's like, bro, you have to see him because it's just one of those things where you just can't look away. But nonetheless, I'm interested in this movie at this point. I hope they, you know, follow through with it. I hope they make a good movie. I hope they make the Joker that we all want to see on the big screen, not like that Jared Leto crap. But yeah, I'll end the video there. Let me know what you guys think of the Joker movie down below. Let me know if you guys think it's a good idea. Let me know if you guys think it's gonna be a flop. Let me know anything you want down below in the comment section. Hit that like button if you enjoyed, and comment and subscribe. I said comment twice. But I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good one. Peace.